Howdy folks, welcome back to another Johnson's Garage video. And today we have a repair video on the Ford Fusion. I've had this 2017 for about 4 years now, and I've been having this like intermittent ABS light. And finally, after getting a code scanner that can read ABS codes, it was throwing a code for the front right wheel speed sensor. Intermittently shorts to battery ground or positive or whatever. That's what the code is anyways. So what I've done is fired off the part scanning. I've got a new wheel bearing and a new sensor. These have a tone ring on the back of the wheel hub, and then you have your sensor that reads that tone ring. I figured to go ahead and replace both of those. This car's got 130,000 miles on it now. I bought it with 65,000, and I've actually had this issue since then. So I'm hoping it's just these two. We're coming up on mileage where these wheel bearings end up going out anyway. So let's just get at it and throw the parts cannon at it. We can jack it out on the pinch wheel. Alright. I was gonna wait until I do the brakes on this, but there's so much brake pad material left. I mean, literally, it still has like 75% brake pad material, and I got 130K. I'm wondering if we can just take this caliper bracket and everything off, because we don't need to mess with this a whole lot. So we need to find out what size we are here, get that undone, and then this will come off, and then I gotta figure out what size that I need. I'm gonna find some tools and I'll be right back. Alright, 18mm on the bracket. I already started breaking it loose just to make sure this would work. And then I bet I can get a swivel in there with my impact. Oh yeah. Also 3/4 works too. Alright. Got our handy dandy hook here for Dad got me. God, look how much brake pad material this has. Can you guys see that? 130,000 miles, and these brakes have never been replaced. At least according to Carfax, anyways. Is this rotor gonna come off? So much room for activities in this car. I wonder if we can hit it with the rubber mallet real quick, like. I don't want to have to buy a rotor. Alright. It wasn't too bad. I used a rubber mallet on that. Let's see if this will come off. My GM Performance 1.25 inch. Once again, saves the day. Let's see if this will rattle off of here. Nope. Wow, that's on there. Wow. Woo. I don't think I've ever had a CV axle not that tight before. It's gonna give me a hernia. Maybe we take a rubber handle off. I might actually take my, I'm gonna take a breaker bar and put it in here so it's up against the ground. And then we're gonna take the old jack handle here and we're gonna give her the old 1-2. Broke the breaker bar. Well, that was only at 100 PSI. My Grandpa Johnson got me this, God, 10 years ago, I think. So everything's 10 years now. Yeah, it's a 3/4 drive, but I got an adapter on it to run 1/2 inch. Throw some heat on that, spritz it with the stuff, man, that thing just, I love that impact gun. Thanks, Grandpa. I don't think we have to, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this shield off. Yeah. There. Don't you snap off. You know, so these dust shields on this car let rocks of a certain size get in just so, and they make one hell of a noise. Let's get our speed sensor out of here. Okay. I think this, yeah, that'll come out of there. I like to push in and squeeze. There we go. That's out. It's like another 8 mil. Let's see if it'll. Yeah, no problem. Will this come out? It looks like not a whole lot of metal debris, but it looked like maybe it was rubbing a little bit. I bet you there's debris on that magnet back there, and I think that's what's causing my problem. We're gonna go ahead and put a new bearing in anyways, a new sensor. I think that's what it was. There was dirt. Probably gonna have to push CV axle back a little bit. I think it is a fire hose. There. Nice. Yeah, put the bolts in beforehand. 8 amp hour battery. Still haven't used the dot yet. We can't, but need some heat. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of shit on the magnet. Oh. What's going on here? Watch your eyes, kids. So this looks all chowdered up. What is going on here? Let me get a rag and wipe all that dirt out. I bet you the whole reason I'm getting this ABS light is because there's dirt and debris getting in between the sensor and the magnet. Well, let's get our new bearing here. So that's what the magnet should look like. No debris on it. We'll put that torque annoy your day washer thing. Mix up your anti-seize here. Wipe a little bit off here. Of course, I just barely touched the thing. So I gotta use one of my microfiber towels. Just put a little bit of anti-sneeze on there. So I'd still rather go through what I just did right here than to press these bearings out. We'll just torque that down with the breaker bar. Oh wait. Yeah. It's like some torque to yield. Whatchamado. Alright. Okay, this bracket here we're not using. Okay. slides in there like that. And then we get sensor. Hey, you get back in there. You won't go in, but you wouldn't stay in. What the hell? Okay. Goes back in there like that. I'll hook all that up here in a minute. I'm gonna clean up the rotor with a wire wheel, and then we'll get that back on here. So this bearing and speed sensor, I think was just shy of $300. Yeah. So, my nose. I was gonna blow my nose. Yeah. I'm glad I found some kind of smoking gun here. On there. Now we can go ahead and give it a couple of whacks with the hammer just to make sure we got it. That should be nicely torqued down. Alright, let's rotate the wheel straight ahead. Alright. Man, this is the first time I've replaced a part like this on the car. Well, I did do the clock spring. I kind of had to do that. Okay. That's in there. I guess we put the wheel back on and then we go for a drive. I need air. Hopefully you're not going to get blasted with the air. Sorry, got an addiction here. Oops. Okay. You guys can actually, can you see my speedometer? I'll just drive like that so you can kind of see in case an ABS light pops up. I know I'm going to get a low fuel light. I need to get gas. But it's a hybrid. We don't need gas where we're going. Haven't done a driving video with the Fusion. Driving video with the Fusion. It's just a cookie cutter car. Let's go left. Actually, let's go right. We'll go on the main drag here. I was getting weird ABS activation. Like I come to a stop, I can hear it go ga ga, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's not even wet, it's dry. So, got a new wheel bearing, new speed sensor. So far I don't have any ABS lights, so if it never comes back, then it was just because we had dirt and like metal debris from that weird washer thing that's on there. I think that's all that was, because it was so intermittent, and it was consistently intermittent. So yeah, I think so far it hasn't come on, so I guess we'll know. and I'll know if it comes back intermittently later. One of my friends, we get it, you vape. I'm like, well, you smoke cigarettes, so. It's like, you have an unhealthy habit, and I have a couple of them. So far, no problemo. I'm happy. I'm gonna run back and get some gasoline for this thing, because I gotta go somewhere tomorrow. Oh, I love the AC in this car. This thing is like a freezer right now. Or it's turning into one anyways. So what we'll do, coming down the road, we'll find a nice quieter spot and we'll get on the brakes. I haven't even touched the brakes yet, so I haven't even cleaned them off. Good news is it's not shaking violently, so I got all that dirt and debris off the rotor in a nice manner. It's got an SKF bearing. I got it from Napa. And then I think standard makes the sensor. I was gonna get OEM, but I needed it now, and I didn't want to. I don't know. I was just being lazy. So we come up here. You're like, oh, there's a deer in the road. Oh yeah. The brakes on this car just work amazing. So when I did that is I wanted to try and get that wheel to lock up a little bit and have the ABS kick on. It was definitely doing it on this side. What I love about this car with this ABS, when you hit the brakes, it usually keeps it whatever way you're going with the steering wheel, it steers you that way. So this is nice and smooth, no ABS codes. I didn't have one on. It didn't have a permanent code, like if you completely lost a sensor. But yeah, it was very intermittent. I had one day where it kept coming on like anytime I got in the car, as soon as I turned it on and put it in drive, barely even moved, it would throw an ABS code. What's weird, it wasn't throwing a performance code, it was throwing a like a short to ground. So I'm hoping it's that sensor. Oh, I'm like, you fucker. No, that's my low level. Well, I'll report back to you guys after driving this. I'm going to be driving it the next couple days, so I'll let you know if I get an ABS light. So far, the only money light that I can see right here is my gas light. My car is gaslighting me. How about that? I want to see something freaky, so I'll put my lane departure on. I'll let her get over. And it steers you out of the lane. It had a little bit of a delay there, so I was like, nah, I don't think that would do much for you if there was an actual car coming. I'm not going to try it when there's a car coming because I don't know how this thing will react with that. Full throttle, you know, it's got 198 horsepower with the electric motor and the gas engine. You know, it's all right. My other truck, which I just got the engine running in that about like a month or two ago. Check out the videos on Bullford 82, but that truck, I'll tell you what, I think that has like at least 300 horsepower, because this having about 200 and weighing about the same as that truck, I can tell that truck has at least another 100, 150 horsepower on top, because to get up to 60 or even 70, I barely have to use the throttle. Like, it just goes. It's kind of nice. Alright, tubes, that's it for this video. I'm going to end it right here on the GoPro. I'm going to go get gas and probably get some dinner, head back home, and edit up this video. So, thanks for watching. There's going to be more on this old girl here with 130,393. 130,393 miles. I want to do the shocks. They're fine, but I kind of want to put something a little bit nicer in. I can tell it on whoop-de-doos and stuff. I can tell it gets a little soft. Definitely using up the bump stops there, so that'll be later, probably. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I have so much other stuff I'm trying to do, but right now I'll probably start ordering parts for it when the car starts bouncing like an old Cadillac. So yeah, anywho's, see y'all later.